So I am going to answer a question that I saw post someone about Unmatched, and it is concerning sidekicks. And that question is, do sidekicks get to use the hero's special ability? Now we know that heroes all have special abilities. They have this card that comes with their deck that lists what their special ability is, but does it apply to just the hero, or can the sidekicks use it? And the answer to that is, well, it depends. It depends on how the ability is worded, because in Unmatched, everything comes down to the wording. So let's take a quick look at the wording on two different heroes cards here. We're going to take a look at Alice, where it says, when you place Alice, choose whether she starts the game big or small. When Alice is big, add 2 to the value of her attack cards. When Alice is small, add 1 to the value of her defense cards. So we can see here that this card specifically mentions Alice. It does not say your fighter. It does not mention the Jabberwock. So Alice being big or small does not affect the Jabberwock. So the Jabberwock gets no boosts from Alice's abilities. Now to contrast that, let's take a look at Robin Hood's special ability. After you attack, you may move your attacking fighter up to 2 spaces. So it says when you attack, and it says when you're attacking fighter. This does not mention Robin Hood or the Outlaw specifically. It says your attacking fighter, which means either one. So the ability to move back 2 spaces applies to Robin Hood and the Outlaws, and that is an important distinction in this case. So I'm going to go down the list here and kind of break all these down into categories. We'll go ahead and get these oddballs out of the way first. First of all, Bloody Mary, Deadpool, Invisible Man, Jekyll and Hyde, and Raptors do not have sidekicks, so they don't come into this conversation. We have 2 fighters, Little Red Riding Hood and Sherlock Holmes, where the ability is technically on their cards. Little Red with the symbols in her basket, and Sherlock Holmes being if it's a Sherlock Holmes or a Watson card. So they're a little bit different since it's based off of the card. We have some heroes where their special ability is an interaction with their sidekicks. That would be Achilles with the buff to his attacks after Patroclus is defeated. Sun Wukong, who can create clones of himself by giving away 1 health. And Yanninga, who can apply damage given to her sidekicks instead. Interestingly, that list of the ones that have the interactions with the sidekicks are the 3 heroes that have sidekicks from the Battle of Legends Volume 2 set, which is interesting that they all interact with their sidekicks so closely. And then we have Willow from the Buffy set, who is just a strange case. Not like a Jekyll and Hyde strange case, just a strange case. In her case, damage to Tara or Willow can make her turn into Dark Willow. Being Dark Willow only affects cards that Willow can play and doesn't involve Tara, but Willow being adjacent to Tara at the end of the turn can turn Willow back to regular Willow. So it's a strange multi-layered thing going on with Willow. Okay, now that we're done with the oddballs, let's get to the others. The list of sidekicks who don't get their hero's ability is larger than the list of ones that do. With Alice, the Jabberwock does not get the attack or defense buff from being big or small. With Beowulf, Wiglaf taking damage does not gain rage, and Wiglaf cannot use rage. With Bigfoot, Jackalope does not get the card draw. With Buffy, neither Giles nor Xander can move through opposing fighters. With Dracula, the sisters cannot deal damage nor get the card draw. With Ingen, the workers cannot lay traps. With King Arthur, Merlin cannot boost his attacks. And with Medusa, the Harpies cannot deal damage. Going to the list of sidekicks where the abilities do apply. Angel and Faith both get the card draw. Robin Hood and the Outlaws both get to move away 2 spaces. Sinbad and the Porter both get the increased movement as voyages are put in the deck. And Spike and Drusilla can both place the shadow tokens in spaces adjacent to them. So hopefully this will clear up things for some of you that are confused about what the sidekicks can and cannot do. So if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and a like. You can go down to the comments section and leave any thoughts that you have about this down there. And you can also subscribe to my channel and make sure that you see all of the videos that I post. We'll see you around next time.